Hey guys, how are all of you beautiful people? Hope all of you are doing fine, and yes, this is the new series Naruto God Level Modifier. In the world of Naruto, Toyota Hiro got the Super Modifier System. So let's start without any delay. Hearing Shisui is going to challenge Hiro, more than 20 people from the Uchiha clan came out. They all were interested in this match. Kuinai and others were watching. They wanted to know the result of this fight. Hiro glanced at people of the Uchiha family but did not find any kid-level ninja. Uchiha Fugaku should be a strong kid-level ninja, but he is now the head of the Uchiha family. His position too conspicuous and difficult to handle. Hiro calculated, I don't know if there are other kid-level ninjas in the Uchiha family. But seeing more and more people paying attention to the battle between him and Shisui, Hiro's expression gradually became serious. Everyone looked at Hiro and Shisui. It can be said that Konoha's two strongest geniuses are about to start a battle. Hiro and Shisui stand separately. Shisui humbly said to Hiro, "Please take care of me." The members of the Uchiha family, Kuinai and others are watching. Even the baby Uchiha Itakai stopped crying. He stopped making trouble, staring at them with his big black eyes. Hiro and Shisui, the battle between the two begins. Without hesitation, Shisui opened his Sharingan first. Hiro looked at it and saw that Shisui's eyes both have double tomos. It turned out that Shisui has double tomos Sharingan. Hiro was a little surprised. Other ninjas of the Uchiha clan were also surprised. Shisui's eyes are already double tomos Sharingan. Awesome, as expected of our Uchiha clan genius. It seems Hiro in trouble now. Hey, I think too. Obito was a little surprised. Shisui's eyes are already double tomos Sharingan. Shisui is growing very fast. I don't know if Hiro. Kakashi said without expression, I think Hiro can win. I also think Hiro can win. Guy also said firmly. Kuinai and Rin glanced at each other, and both of them thought Hiro would win. Growing up with Hiro since childhood, they know Hiro's power well. Even if Shisui has double tomos Sharingan, Shisui certainly not Hiro's opponent. Kakashi and Guy believe this even more. On the square in front of Uchiha clan land, Hiro and Shisui had already started to fight. Fire style, great Fireball Jutsu. In an instant, Shisui attacked. He completed his hand seal very quickly. The flames gathered, and a huge fireball was about a few meters long, and it came straight toward Hiro. The fireball made the surrounding air suddenly heat up, and the high temperature seemed to melt people. The power of the fireball exploded, but Hiro's figure was gone. Shisui's attack failed. Hiro's figure disappeared. Everyone was slightly surprised. Shisui did not dare to be careless. Shisui's double tomos were spreading. He was wary of every direction Hiro might appear. But seeing this time, dozens of kunai shot from an extremely far place, Shisui was shocked and quickly avoided using body flicker jutsu. Between two kunai, the chakra silk thread gathers. It appears as a net and moves towards Shisui. Everyone uttered exclamations one after another, completely surprised by Hiro's performance. It was so strong, all of them were shocked. At this critical moment, Shisui's figure flashed, and immediately avoided the attack, leaving a shadow on the spot. He trained his body flicker jutsu very well, really worthy of Uchiha family genius. Hiro once again released Ninjutsu, Mokuton, 4-pillar prison jutsu. Shisui was slightly surprised. He saw countless pieces of wood rising from the ground, forming a huge wooden cell, encased toward him. Shisui once again used Body Flicker Jutsu to dodge. After using Body Flicker Jutsu successfully, although chakra consummation wasn't small, he did not have the slightest hesitation. He releases Ninjutsu, Fire Style, Phoenix Flame Scarlet Claw. Shisui's hand seal speed was really fast, and the seal was completed in a blink of an eye. With a spit, he gathered the Phoenix Fire and the Shuriken and wrapped the Shuriken with Phoenix Fire shot out like a meteor, heading towards Hiro. Everyone around Uchiha is amazed. The combination of Fire Style and Shuriken created brand new ninjutsu. Shisui is only 9 years old, right? Yes, he is amazing. The Uchiha clan members admired Shisui. Of course, Hiro's performance was even more amazing. Shisui attacked with all his strength. His ninjutsu wasn't weak either. Hiro's figure flickered for a few moments before evading this ninjutsu. After that, after seeing Hiro clashing with Shisui again, the two competed for another round of ninjutsu. Shisui's chakra gradually became insufficient. Mokyuten, Silent Strangle Jutsu. Hiro seized this opportunity. The vines spread out, restraining Shisui's whole body. Shisui couldn't move, and chakra was almost consumed, and finally lost. I lost. Shisui admitted his defeat. The surrounding Uchiha people nodded one after another, feeling Shisui was doing pretty well. At least Hiro did not show an overwhelming advantage, and the two of them fought for a long time. But there are also Uchiha people who are a bit strange. Is this Hiro's strength? How do you feel that it is only at special Jounin level? With this kind of strength he killed Ebizo. Everyone is a little bit suspicious and weird, thinking that it shouldn't be reasonable. Kakashi, Guy, and others also felt something was wrong. Hiro's strength has become stronger than before, but it doesn't seem to be as powerful as it was written in the battle report. At this moment, I saw only those standing in the field. Hiro, his body gradually changed suddenly and became a wooden person. This is the Uchiha tribe. Kakashi, and others, including Shisui, were taken aback. This is a wooden clone. Hiro had been using a wooden clone to fight Shisui before. An Uchiha's tribe seemed to be knowledgeable and muttered, "Wood clone." Everyone was horrified and took a breath. It turned out that it was only Hiro's wooden clone who was fighting Shisui. Shisui couldn't even win Hiro's Mokyuten clone. How can this be? What Hiro used in the entire battle with Shisui has been only a Mokyuten clone. From the beginning to the end, his real body has been hidden in the dark, untouched. But even so, Shisui was still defeated by Hiro's Mokyuten clone. Seeing that section of wooden on the ground, everyone was stunned. This scene subverted their cognition. That's how Shisui lost. Uchiha's first genius, unexpectedly defeated so easily. The gap between him and Hiro is already so big. Even Uchiha Shisui stood still, silent for a while, completely speechless. Among the members of the Uchiha clan, several of them watched the battle with their Sharingan, and they were completely surprised. When did he use Mokyuten clone? How come Sharingan can't see the difference between a clone and the real body? Yes, L also didn't notice. How is this possible? Such remarks one after another, everyone was completely shocked and stunned. When they saw Hiro was using only a clone, surprising to everyone, their Sharingan couldn't distinguish between the clone and real body. When Hiro heard these people from the Uchiha clan and laughed secretly. Even Uchiha Madara could not distinguish the Mokyuten avatar of Hashirama during their battle, let alone the ordinary Sharingan. The Mokyuten clone is far stronger than the normal clone ninjutsu, and more importantly, it is extremely difficult to distinguish. almost completely like a real body, so even Uchiha Madara will make mistakes in judgment. Of course, this is also because Uchiha Madara's opponent is Hashirama. Shisui was still standing by as if still immersed in battle. Shisui. Hiro patted Shisui's shoulder. There was no conflict between him and Shisui. Only then did Shisui return to his senses. I'm fine. Shisui said sadly, you are really strong, the gap between me and you is so big. Sure enough, you are as powerful as the rumors say. This time losing to Hiro was a blow to his confidence, but Shisui still maintains calm and demeanor. Hiro was surprised. There is indeed a reason for him to be strong in the future. Hiro said, in fact, you are already very good. Hiro's words are sincere. Now he has a Mokuton and a sage body, so the performance of Shisui is already quite good. After all, Shisui only 8 years old. Shisui was silent. And Kakashi and others also recovered. Guy finally opened his mouth. He rarely did not say some words such as passion and youth, but said, I have to say every time I watch Hiro's battle, I feel very weak. When Guy said that, everyone becomes silent. Rin and Obito nodded in agreement. Even Kuinai was holding her small fist, and she had to work hard in the future, otherwise, wouldn't it be completely left behind by Hiro? Kakashi didn't speak and was completely silent from the moment Hiro's Mokuton appeared. He was wearing a mask, and no one knew what he was thinking. After the match between Shisui and Hiro is over, the next step is the seal of reconciliation, which is the end of the match. At this time, the Uchiha clan members were even more amazed, seeing the battle just now in their eyes full of emotion. It can only be said that Hiro is really strong to a certain extent. Everyone probably guessed Hiro could win Shisui, but who would have thought that he would win Shisui in this way? This is simply. They didn't know what to say. Shisui quickly recovered its state. Of course, it was only superficially restored. Shisui's mood is complicated and subtle. The people of the Uchiha clan were completely surprised. And the reason why Hiro used this conspicuous method was also his plan. He wanted to test whether the Uchiha clan had any powerful ninjas noticed through such a battle. But now it seems that the Uchiha clan is declining. Seems that there is no response. Hiro can't help but feel a little disappointed. Could it be said that the Uchiha clan doesn't have any other kid-level ninja? Only Uchiha Fugaku. This is unscientific. Based on the background of the Uchiha clan, there should be some other characters. Hiro doesn't want to kill Uchiha Fugaku, because it is too conspicuous and will cause a lot of trouble. While Hiro was thinking about it, he heard a coughing sound at this time. But I saw an old man walking out of Uchiha's ancestral hall. This old man was about 60 years old. His face was full of wrinkles, his hair was sparse, and his silver hair was visible. The old man had a serious face and looked quite prestigious. As soon as he appeared, the Uchiha clan members greeted him one after another. Elder. I have met the elders. All Uchiha clan members greeted him politely, respectfully. They respected him very much. Grand Elder. At this time, even the stubborn Obito did not dare to make a mistake and greeted politely. The same is true for Shisui. Hiro's expression shrank, and he knew that a big man had arrived. Does it seem to be the elder of Uchiha's family? Shisui, this battle between you and Hiro, it is not a bad thing to lose to him, but you must train very hard. You are the genius of our Uchiha clan. I have high hopes for you, the great elder spoke. Shisui's spirit was lifted, he nodded quickly and said, Yes, Great Elder. The elder nodded slightly and then focused his gaze on Hiro's body. Hiro, I have long heard that a strong genius has appeared in the village. I didn't think it was a big deal before, but now it seems I was wrong. You are the #1 genius in Konoha. The Great Elder spoke highly of Hiro and directly regarded Hiro as Konoha's first genius. Hearing the evaluation of the Great Elder, everyone in the Uchiha family showed a different look. Some nodded, while others were unconvinced. I'm overrated, it's just luck, Hiro replied calmly. When Hiro was talking with the Great Elder, a system prompt sounded suddenly in his ear. Ding, the host, please pay attention. When encountering the Great Elder of the Uchiha clan Uchiha Ken's strength is at Kage level, it fulfills the condition for upgrading Sharingan to Mangekyo Sharingan. The system prompt shocked Hiro's heart, he finally found the target. This Uchiha clan's Great Elder Uchiha Ken is a Kage level ninja. Uchiha Ken has high prestige in the Uchiha family. He is a strong man from the 3rd Hokage generation, his position is high, second only to the Uchiha family leader Uchiha Fugaku. Hiro thought a lot, but on the surface he was calm. Uchiha Ken nodded slightly and said faintly, you just fought Shisui, it was an amazing fight. I don't think even Orochimaru and Tsunade can compare to you, just like the light of the stars. Generally speaking, it is not an exaggeration to call you Konoha's first genius. Hearing Uchiha Ken's words, Uchiha family members, Kuinai, and others all around were surprised. Great Elder so optimistic about Hiro. Hiro's heart shuddered, but he felt something was wrong. What do you say? Nothing to show courtesy, you will steal if you do it. Uchiha Ken's high evaluation of Hiro will surely arouse the attention of some interested people, and even make many people secretly dissatisfied. On the face of it, he praised Hiro, but in fact, he pushed Hiro into the furnace. Hiro vaguely felt this way. Senior praised. Hiro was expressionless as if turning a deaf ear to these compliments. Hiro was thinking in his heart, who exactly is Uchiha Ken, and what is his specific strength? This Uchiha Ken should be a figure of the older generation, and it seems he should go to Tsunade to find out the information. Uchiha is very likely to be the mission goal of Hiro. In this case, of course, knowing your enemy meaning you won half the battle. Hiro got an idea. Well, you young people talk to each other, I won't waste your time. Uchiha Ken did not stay too much, just smiled faintly. Uchiha Ken came fast and went fast, but Hiro was very wary of him. After this, Hiro and others returned to normal, his battle with Shisui ended. Shisui took the initiative to step forward to look at Hiro and said, Hiro, this time you won, you are much better than me. But I won't give up so easily, and I will challenge you next time. Waiting at any time. Hiro knows Shisui will grow up quickly, especially after his Mangekyo Sharingan is opened, he will be very powerful. Shisui also quickly recovered his mood and took the initiative to take Hiro and others around in the Uchiha clan and introduce them to some of the clan's situation, which gave Hiro a faint illusion. After the visit, Hiro always felt a breath locked in him. If Hiro doesn't have the sage body, it is impossible to perceive it, but the actual situation is indeed like this. There is such a breath, he is always exploring and locking him. Is it Uchiha Ken? There must be something wrong with this old guy. Of course, Hiro's first suspect was Uchiha Ken. This breath is very concealed, but like a tarsal maggot, it is always exploring Hiro. The owner of the breath is a strong person, probably Uchiha Ken. Hiro remained calm, pretending as if nothing happened. Kyoinai and Rin seem to be very interested in the baby Itakai, and they are constantly teasing Itakai. Itakai is quite spiritual, not crying or making trouble at this time, just like ordinary children. No much different. Everyone played around for a while. When they saw the sun gradually set, they were ready to go home. But at this time, Obito is reluctant to give up. Don't get me wrong, this guy is just reluctant to give up Nohara-Lin. Obito's offer to send Rin once again was tactfully rejected by Rin. When Obito saw Hiro send Kyoinai home, he almost cried. He envied Hiro's peach blossom luck. Hiro and Kyoinai walked out of the Uchiha clan. At this time, Hiro finally felt that the aura of exploring himself disappeared, and the feeling of glowing in his heart disappeared. It seems that he had a good guess. This breath was from Uchiha's family, it should be Uchiha Ken. It seems that Uchiha is very interested in himself, as he guessed. The cold light flashed in Hiro's eyes. Along the way, Kyoinai was very cheerful, twittering like a happy lark. The backs of Hiro and Kyoinai are elongated, and they match harmoniously in the setting sun. At this time, in a small building belonging to the Uchiha clan, Uchiha Ken slowly walking to the window, standing in front of the small building window, just in time to see the shadows of Hiro and Kyoinai. He kept focusing on Hiro's body. Seeing Hiro's back, Uchiha's eyes flickered. Hiro Mokyutan, really extraordinary. Is it like the secrets of the Uchiha clan? Mokyutan and my Uchiha clan's Sharingan seem to be different. Such power, this kid. Uchiha Ken murmured, only looking at Hiro, his eyes gradually sharpened. Mokyutan. Obviously, Uchiha Ken coveted Hiro's Mokyutan. Go home and rest for a night. When he woke up the next day, he trained ninjutsu as usual. At dusk Hiro went to Tsunde's courtyard. Senju family territory. Compared with the excitement of the Uchiha clan yesterday, the Senju clan undoubtedly looked particularly deserted and completely depressed. Although there were many houses, they were very dilapidated and unoccupied for a long time. According to Hiro's understanding, the Senju clan originally came from the warring states and has always been a prosperous clan, and it was a real big clan during the Hashirama and Tobirama period. But in the Second Ninja World War, the Senju clan members were sent to the battlefield, causing heavy casualties. Among them, the death of Tsunode's younger brother, Nawaki, which made the Senju clan has no successor from the descendants of the Senju clan, only Tsunode, which is also one of the reasons for Tsunode's frustration. Had it not been for Hiro's appearance, Tsunode would have left Konoha like in the original work. I am afraid that the decline of the Senju clan is not accidental. If I have the opportunity, I should check the information and find clues. It can be regarded as to help to Tsunode. Hiro thought. Senju clan suddenly turned from string family to weak family. If there were no ghosts in it, Hiro would not believe it. Entering Senju clan land. But when he saw Tsunode drinking sake, her face was reddish, she looked very charming, and she was also very casual, wearing a casual robe, wearing a green coat, with a big gambling written on it. Sure enough, one of 3 sun in pornography, gambling, and poison. Hiro walked up to Tsunode. Tsunode's eyes lit up slightly, and said, Hiro, you came at the right time. Come, play 2 games with me. He saw Tsunode as if she was already ready. She took out 2 pairs of dice. Teacher, no. Hiro was speechless. Tsunode wants to teach him gambling. But looking at Tsunode's smile, he couldn't bear to sweep Tsunode's interest, and smiled, well, it's better than the number of points. This is the fairest, it is better than luck. Good. Tsunde's eyes lit up when she heard Hiro. Tsunde gave the dice to Hiro. Hiro was also full of momentum. He sat directly opposite Tsunde. Then Hiro began to shake the dice, and the sound continued to be heard. Hiro finally settled the dice. Tsunde was slightly surprised, curled up his smiling eyes, and said, "Interesting, you seem to be good at playing dice." Hiro shrugged and signaled Tsunde's movements. Tsunde was also unceremonious, acted immediately, shook the dice, and soon finished shaking. Compared to the size, 3 dice on one side, open. Tsunde looked a little excited, her body leaned forward slightly, and suddenly a large piece of snowy skin was exposed, which was as translucent as porcelain, and the snowy jade-like skin was bright and dazzling. The place was trembling, even more, falling in Hiro's eyes, making Hiro happy. "Kick, this is good fortune." Tsunde glanced at Hiro for a moment. She was wondering why he was stunned, but when she saw Hiro's eyes meet somewhere, she couldn't help but flushed. "Bad boy, what are you looking at?" Tsunde groaned, but she was not angry. She was mostly shy when she heard the voice. "No, no." Hiro quickly became serious, but Tsunde couldn't help blushing and her heartbeat became a little faster. She remembered the special healing that Hiro had done for her. Both of them felt that the atmosphere was a bit charming, and they both opened up. In the dice cup, you can see the 3 dice appearing points. Hiro's is 3-6, the biggest. On the other hand, Tsunde's points are 1, 2, and 3. In contrast, Hiro won. "Come again." Tsunde didn't believe in luck, so she continued playing with Hiro. The result is still the same, Tsunde has a cup. What made Tsunde puzzled was that Hiro also had 3 6s in the second set. And she is a 1-2, 2-1. "Come again." In the third set, Hiro was still 3-6. With this luck, even Tsunde looked at Hiro suspiciously, but the corner of Hiro's mouth was smiling. It seems that Tsunde is indeed the legendary big fat sheep who will lose every bet. And more importantly, Hiro's luck value has been modified. So his luck has been very good all the time. Compared with Tsunde, his luck is much better. "How did you do this?" Tsunde was a little unconvinced, her silver teeth gritted. Hiro couldn't help but smile. "I didn't do anything, my has always been good." Seeing Hiro's smile, Tsunde raised her eyebrows. "You mean my luck is very bad?" No, Hiro quickly defended. At the same time, Hiro said sternly, "By the way, teacher, this time I mainly wanted to ask you about the Uchiha clan's elder Uchiha Ken." Uchiha Ken. He is a strong man of the older generation. His strength is very good, the oldest elder in Uchiha's family. What's wrong about him?" Tsunde asked. Hiro said, "Oh, I just went to Uchiha's clan yesterday and met him." Hiro simply said the matter, skipping some tiny parts. "Could it be that he noticed your Mokutan?" Tsunde guessed. She sternly told Hiro something about Uchiha Ken. Tsunde certainly knew a lot about the Uchiha clan. Uchiha Ken's strength is stronger than Ibizo. He belongs to ordinary Kage level ninja. This system also gave a judgment. Tsunde explained some of Uchiha Ken's abilities to Hiro. She told Hiro everything she knew. To have Tsunde as a teacher is indeed a happy thing for him. "Teacher, I understand. Knowing yourself and your enemy and you can win every battle." Hiro is confident enough. He looked up at the sky. The sky has been found to be gradually dim, could not help but said, "The teacher, so late, I will not go back to it." can I stay here? Hiro didn't bother to leave. Ha! Tsunade flushed, and immediately misunderstood Hiro's meaning, and her face blushed. Well, you just won't sleep with me, right? Ha! Hiro saw Tsunade's face. What's the situation? Sure enough, is a happy life about to start? Hiro looked at Tsunade's blushed face. He naturally felt what Tsunade was going through now. Tsunade's blushed cheeks were very beautiful. With her perfect figure, any man will be attracted by it. At this time, Tsunade had long pale blonde hair, looking at beauty in front of him. At this moment, Tsunade made Hiro's heart beat faster. The beautiful posture, the delicate face, and the unparalleled and beautiful temperament. Hiro frequently focused his sight on Tsunade's body. Tsunade didn't speak much and first entered the room. And Hiro followed his steps and entered the house. But seeing that the room was spacious, Tsunade was already freshening up, her cheeks flushed. Hiro felt that his happy life was about to come, and felt relieved for a while, and then fumbled to the bedside, just about to fall asleep, but saw Tsunade walk out. Watching Hiro's behavior, suddenly his face was even redder and said a little, "What do you think, you want to sleep with me?" Hiro did not speak, but Tsunade blushed and pointed to the tatami on the ground, and said, "You just sleep here." What the fuck? Hiro was suddenly disappointed, coughing cough. It seems that the time has not yet arrived. But think about it. Even though Tsunade has a good impression of Hiro right now, the two are very close to each other, but they need some time for the final step. But Tsunade's ability to let Hiro into the room already explained the problem. With a personality like Tsunade, being able to sleep in the same room as Hiro was a statement of her attitude, which showed that Tsunade gradually accepted Hiro in her heart and opened her heart door. This is a great improvement for Hiro, indicating that the relationship between the two has indeed changed. Thinking of this, Hiro didn't worry anymore. Go to sleep first, Tsunade said. Hearing Tsunade's words, Hiro smiled and nodded slightly. In any case, Tsunade's attitude has explained everything. However, it is not that easy for the two to sleep when lying down. They just chatted together, starting from some small things in the week. Two people were open-hearted to each other. The atmosphere gradually relaxed, and after chatting, Hiro and Tsunade embraced gently. Then, Hiro kissed Tsunade. After finally getting what he wanted, under this situation, Hiro and Tsunade finally made a big breakthrough. Seeing Tsunade's blushing face, it can be seen how much the touch just now was for Hiro. And Tsunade slightly covered his lips, and the strange touch made Tsunade remember. To be able to do this is almost the limit of Tsunade at this stage, and it can be seen that Tsunade is still a little worried. Tsunade, who has always been overbearing, can be slightly shy, made Hiro satisfied. He is no longer messing around. This night, Tsunade and Hiro's relationship can be said to have taken a big step forward. Hiro fell asleep on the tatami, but it was very sweet. But this is a pain for Tsunade. Tsunade can't fall asleep at all. There is a strange feeling in her heart. The next day, Hiro woke up. He saw Tsunade was still in a dazed state. When Tsunade woke up, he found that he still had slight dark circles under her eyes, obviously because she didn't sleep well last night. Seeing Tsunade like this, Hiro couldn't help laughing. Tsunade groaned slightly. "What are you laughing at? It's not all of this because of you, damn kid." Tsunade gradually returned to her former domineering image. Teacher, I'm just happy," Hiro defended. But Tsunade blushed suddenly, a little uncomfortable. Can you stop calling me teacher from now on, it sounds weird. Before the relationship between Tsunade and Hiro had no substantial breakthrough, Hiro called her teacher. Tsunade didn't feel anything, but now she felt a little awkward. The title teacher sounds a bit strange. Then I'll go back first. Hiro said goodbye to Tsunade with a smile and returned to his home. Along the way, Hiro was in a happy mood. Many little girls greeted Hiro. Hiro is very popular in the village because of his charm. These little girls secretly sent letters to Hiro. Although this feeling was very refreshing, he was completely calm on the surface. Back home, Hiro studied the information given by Tsunade for a while, which recorded the details of the Uchiha family and Uchiha Ken. Hiro studied carefully. After all, it is a risky mission. Uchiha Ken. Hiro muttered the name. A killing intent burst from his eyes. After reading for a while, Hiro suddenly put away the information because he felt a chakra approach. Hiro-sama. At this time, a ninja's voice suddenly sounded outside the window. This ninja was wearing a cat mask on his face. He is an Anbu ninja. This ninja was his subordinate after he was promoted to captain. He was also formally defeated by Hiro, Hyuga Kurosawa of the Hyuga family. Hyuga Kurosawa is Jounin, with good strength. After losing to Hiro, he is convinced by Hiro as Hiro's subordinate. Black. Hiro looked at the incoming person. Hyuga Kurosawa said, Hiro-sama, it's an emergency. Hokage-sama needs you to go to Konoha building. What's wrong? Hiro frowned. It's Nine Tails Jinchu Uriki. He saw Hyuga Kurosawa talking intermittently. Hiro was surprised. Nine Tails. At this time, Nine-tailed Jinchu Uriki is Uzumaki Kushina. Could it be that Uzumaki Kushina had an accident? Thinking of this, Hiro was surprised. No matter what the situation is, it is not a trivial matter when it involves a tail beast. Hokage-sama asked me to invite you, saying that your Mokuton can help. Hyuga Kurosawa said. Hiro nodded. He didn't talk nonsense, and said directly, lead the way. Yes. Hyuga Kurosawa flashed and led the way, while Hiro galloped with him and finally reached Konoha's back mountain. This place is relatively open. However, for an instant, Hiro still felt a huge and evil chakra. It is Nine Tails Kyuubi. A surging chakra is overwhelming, sweeping over the Konoha. Chakra is like a tide. It has very terrifying pressure made all people around it felt it. Hiro felt this evil and terrifying chakra, containing a tyrannical amount of chakra. It is the chakra of Kyuubi. In the front, several Anbu ninjas were standing. The third Hokage was standing in the middle. His face was anxious and his brows curled into a ball. The chakra with such an obscure amount makes everyone standing in front of him know the severity of the situation. Chakra leaked not only from the back mountain but also some ninjas in the village noticed it. This chakra gradually spread, making the ninjas in the village extremely uneasy. It's troublesome. If Nine Tails seal break and it come out. Damn, Nine Tails chakra has leaked out. Although Kushina is a strong ninja, she still can't control Nine Tail as well as the original Uzumaki Mito-sama. If this goes on, if it spreads to the village, it will be over. At this moment, a woman with fiery red hair was standing in the center with a painful expression. Her face was delicate, but she was sweating profusely. The fiery red chakra covered her whole body, as if the flood that was about to open the gate might pour out at any time. It is Uzumaki Kushina. Kushina had a pained expression and said, I can't control it anymore. Kyuubi's chakra is too strong. As a Jinchuriki, Kushina should control Kyuubi, but she hasn't. With Ninetales' huge chakra, how could she control it? This time, Kyuubi took the opportunity to break the seal. On Kushina's belly, there are double tetragram seal and 8-sign seal. The double seal is to prevent the Ninetales from breaking the seal. Kushina was trying her best to endure, but the power of Kyuubi was not so easy to suppress. The third Hokage used his chakra to help Kushina suppress Kyuubi, but it didn't have much effect. Where is Hiro? If he is there, his Mokuton might come in handy. He said anxiously. Hokage-sama, Hiro is here. At this time, Hiro finally arrived. Hiro. The third Hokage, filled with joy when he saw Hiro coming, could not help but said. Quick, help me neutralize Kyuubi, it wants to run away. Hiro saw the chakra of Kyuubi skyrocketing every minute, and his chakra was like an abyss, like an ocean, vast and unknown, making Kushina completely unable to control Kyuubi. The nine-tailed chakra leaked madly, and the chakra formed the head of a huge monster fox, with fiery red fur and a hideous face, just like the nine-tailed. These leaked chakras formed the will of Kyuubi. Damn human beings, I want to tear you all to pieces. Ninetales uttered, roaring with extreme anger. Gradually, Kushina's whole body was also covered by black and red chakras and turned into a tail beast form. If this goes on, she will become a tail beast and she cannot control it. Third Hokage's expression changed, and he said, not good. At this time, there was also a riot in Konoha village. Kyuubi ran out of things like this. Since Kushina became Jinchuriki, it almost happens once every few years. The villagers know the reason, and they are very flustered. After all, the horror of Kyuubi has been seen by everyone. Hiro had a serious face, his expression slightly strange. He felt the majestic chakra of Ninetales, and immediately knew the seriousness of the situation. Mokuton, Deep Forest Emergence Jutsu. At this time, Hiro did not hesitate anymore, the chakra all over him surging out, using Mokuton. Deep Forest Emergence Jutsu. The thick vines spreading everywhere. The vines were controlled by Hiro, restraining Kushina's actions. Her actions were slowed down. Everyone was a little relieved when they saw this scene. Sure enough, Mokuton is enough to restrain a tail beast. This thought came to everyone's hearts, it was a joyful thing for them. At this time, the situation suddenly changed. Kushina was completely unable to control Nine-tailed chakra. Nine-tailed chakra suddenly skyrocketed. Her whole body was covered by Nine-tailed chakra, and she had gradually lost consciousness. Nine-tailed chakra is extremely strong, liberated in an instant, and directly broke free from Mokuton shackles. What? Could it be that Mokuton is useless? The Anbu ninjas were slightly flustered for a while. Third Hokage's expression has changed drastically, and the current situation is not so good. If Kushina runs away, it will be troublesome. There are still so many villagers in the village who have not been able to transfer. At this time, Kushina completely passed out. Nine-tailed, after the chakra covered Kushina's body, the nine-tailed tail gradually grew out. Third Hokage and others tried their best to suppress Kushina's actions with their chakras, but although Third Hokage and others were strong, how could they compare with Nine-tailed beast chakra? It seems that I have to use that trick. Hiro secretly said. He glanced at the necklace left by the original Hokage on his neck. It finally became handy. In the original work, Yamato used the necklace of the first Hokage to restrain the violent Naruto. And now, Hiro is following this example. Fortunately, Tsunade gave this necklace to herself, otherwise, it would be unthinkable. Hokage-sama, please cooperate with me, I will use another move. Hiro said. The third Hokage was surprised, but seeing Hiro's confident face, he immediately said, okay. At this moment, he saw on Hiro's palm gradually appearing a weird symbol, then he injected it into his chakra. At the same time, use both of them together. Tailed Beast Suppression. Hiro shouted in a low voice. This ninjutsu used by both Hashirama and Yamato to suppress Kyuubi. The power of the Hashirama can easily suppress Kyuubi, but Yamato can only suppress the power of the violent Jinchuriki. Hiro used this ninjutsu to forcibly suppress Kushina. And the chakras of Kushina were all injected into the necklace of the first Hokage, and the chakras on her body finally disappeared. Hiro used Tailed Beast Suppression to restrain the raging nine-tailed chakra. This ninjutsu used by Hashirama in the original book to suppress the tail beast, and even the nine tails were crushed by Hashirama in his sage mode. Yamato also used this ninjutsu with the first Hokage's necklace to suppress Naruto. Although Hiro's strength is not as strong as Hashirama, no, he can't use it to restrain the tail beast, but it is still no problem to restrain the violent Kushina. This ninjutsu needs Mokuton as a medium, so that is why Mokuton called Bloodline Limit that can suppress the tail beasts. In an instant, the dark red chakra that released from Kushina's body gradually faded and was absorbed by the necklace left over by first Hokage. It's finally solved, thanks to Hiro, otherwise all the top jounins in the village will have to join the fight. Seeing this scene, third Hokage was finally relieved. If Hiro can no longer restrain Kushina's rampage, then he can only wait for Danza, Orochimaru, Tsunade and others to come together to suppress Kushina. Prior to Kyuubi's rampage, third Hokage was only suppressing it by working with everyone. Thanks to Hiro, this time Kyuubi's rampage was more dangerous than the previous few times, and Kushina has completely passed out. Third Hokage had a lingering fear. The other Anbu ninjas also looked at Hiro gratefully. At this time, Kushina was already in a coma, and her skin was also flushed with chakras burns. At the same time, nine-tailed chakra almost disappeared completely. Abominable human beings. Nine-tailed unwilling voice sounded, echoing in bursts, containing strong resentment and uncertainty. The ninjas all around shuddered. For an instant, Hiro seemed to feel that the nine-tailed chakra seemed to have undergone some subtle changes. He actually seemed to have entered the world of nine-tailed chakra and echoed with the nine-tailed chakra. The voice of Nine Tails suddenly sounded in Hiro's heart, "Damn human boy, who are you? How can you suppress my power?" Hiro felt a real sense the pressure comes from Kyuubi. At this moment, Hiro unexpectedly discovered that he could actually talk to Nine Tails. Moreover, the scene in front of him suddenly changed. Hiro entered another space, and in front of Hiro was an iron door that was several tens of meters high, and a seal strip was pasted on the door. At the same time, Hiro saw a huge nine-tailed demon fox. With red eyes, orange-red fur, and 9 huge tails constantly sweeping, they were sealed within the iron fence. At this time, he was looking at Hiro with anger and hostility. Kyuubi. Hiro couldn't even think of it, he actually arrived in the space of 9 tails. "Little devil, I want to tear you to pieces." Kyuubi roared, and the 9 tails kept sweeping wildly, glaring at Hiro, wishing to swallow Hiro alive. Kyuubi was almost able to occupy Kushina's consciousness just now, but was suppressed by Hiro. How could he not be angry? Hiro muttered. He didn't even think that he would meet with Kushina in this situation, so Hiro soon had plans in his heart. Now that he has seen Kyuubi, of course I have to brush up on Kyuubi's favorability. Hiro immediately had an idea. No matter what, let's talk about Kyuubi first. Kyuubi, I just saved you now. Hiro said immediately. Kyuubi was furious, save me. Come on, damn kid, if it weren't for you and I would be free again, you dare to speak loudly. Sure enough, humans are the most cunning guys. Of course I am saving you. Think about it. If you run away, the third Hokage and all the powerful ninjas in the village of Konoha will join forces to suppress you. I don't believe you can resist it. It is still more difficult to regain freedom if they are sealed together, Hiro said lightly. Ninetales breathed, and was slightly silent. It is undeniable that Hiro's words are reasonable, so things have happened before. So Kyuubi, oh no, it should be Kurama, I saved you once. Hiro's mouth curled up. The huge body of Ninetales is shocked. How do you know my name? The name Kurama is a name that Sage of Six Paths gave to Kyuubi. Only Sage of Six Paths has always known the name of Kyuubi, but how could he know this kid? Of course I know your name. Hiro smiled, pretending to be unpredictable. Who are you? This time 9 were completely surprised. Hiro behaved mysteriously. Like Hashirama both have Mokuton, he also knows his name. Kyuubi staring at Hiro. There seems to be a familiar and unfamiliar aura on this little devil's body. What is going on? Hiro knows that this is a good opportunity to establish a relationship with Kyuubi. Kyuubi has a deep influence on humans. It can even be said to be resentful of human beings. But right now is a good opportunity. As long as you seize this opportunity, you may be able to give Ninetales in the future. Hiro thought of this, and he no longer concealed it. The refinement, rising and bursting out, without reservation. This is the same chakra as Sage of Six Paths and Hashirama. Kyuubi was stunned. Hiro has Sage body, plus Sharingan. In a sense he is more closer to Sage of Six Paths than Hashirama is. Perceiving Hiro's chakra, Kyuubi feels that this chakra is almost like Hashirama's. No, it should be said that it is like Sage of Six Paths. You are the offspring of Sage of Six Paths. No. Kyuubi was amazed because he was unable to explain the matter. Hiro said, Kyuubi, you only need to know that I am not malicious to you. Humph. Kyuubi snorted, waved his giant claws, and collided on the tall iron fence with a sting, almost breaking his eardrums. Kyuubi's expression is very humane, still guarded, and a little arrogant, but it is indeed not as hostile to Hiro as he was at first. Kyuubi gradually believed Hiro's words. After all, what Hiro showed was amazing. Hiro said, Kyuubi, I understand you very well. People are in awe of you and fear you. The weak are afraid of the powerful power of your tail beasts, and the stronger you are, the more they want to use the power of your tail beasts. That's why you will be caught by the Hashirama and sealed in Jinchurika's body. Hiro said something good, which made Kyuubi surprised a little bit, staring at Hiro. This kid can understand the tail beast. This kid. Kyuubi immediately looked at Hiro with calm eyes. Coupled with Hiro's aura that resembled Sage of Six Paths, Kyuubi no longer rejected Hiro so much. Ha, brat, what's the use of all of this? Is there no difference between you and other humans? Don't you want to borrow my power? Kyuubi snorted coldly, sweeping his tail. Of course, Hiro replied straightforwardly. Kyuubi was surprised. Hiro continued, Kyuubi, you have very strong power, and of course I want to borrow your power. But I am different from Uchiha Madara. He is simply using you, and I want to treat you like a side-by-side, as friends." Hiro shrugged. What he said was from his heart. Kyuubi fell silent. Hiro also knows that the telepathy of these tail beasts is very strong, and can know whether people are wary and hostile to them. It was the same, Hiro didn't intend to conceal his true thoughts from Kyuubi. Moreover, Hiro had no hostility towards Kyuubi. "Ha, you know a lot, even Uchiha Madara knows." Kyuubi hummed, sweeping his tail. Hiro smiled and said nothing. "But kid, even if you say these big things, you can't let me out." Kyuubi lay on the ground. At this time there was no hostility to Hiro. But although there is no hostility, it does not mean that Kyuubi fully trusts Hiro. Hiro nodded. "It's true. Konoha's situation is too complicated now. Even if I release you, it will probably be the result of being sealed together." Hiro is sure of this. Now Konoha is in a golden age. A large number of powerful people such as Third Hokage, Orochimaru, Danza, Tsunade, etc., although Kyuubi is strong, being trapped in Jinchurika's body, he can't exert his full strength, so he can easily be sealed again. Moreover, the Konoha executives have been paying close attention to the actions of Kyuubi and its Jinchuriki. It can be said that any changes in Kyuubi are under their supervision. "So, what you say now is in vain," Kyuubi said, then squinted the beast's eyes, as if a little drowsy. Hiro smiled. "That's not necessarily." Kyuubi's eyelids moved. Hiro said, "There will be a chance. It's nothing more than asking you to wait a little longer. Anyway, as a tail beast, you have an almost unlimited lifespan. You can still afford this time. Of course, it just staying in Jinchurika's body is boring," Kyuubi said uncomfortably. Hiro smiled faintly. "Don't worry, it won't be long before I let you get out of trouble and restore freedom. There is nothing you humans say makes me trust in you." Kyuubi raised his head and looked arrogantly unbelieving. Suddenly, Hiro was taken aback, and then smiled. "Kyuubi, time will prove everything, then you will know that I have not lied." "Okay, I will believe you once. I hope you are different from other humans, I hope you will be like the Sage of Six Paths," Kyuubi said. "I won't let you down," Hiro said confidently. "Ha." Communicate with Kyuubi for a while. At this time, Kyuubi has no hostility towards Hiro, and he has little trust. "From your body, I saw the shadow of the Sage of Six Paths. Maybe you can do it. I will wait and see," Kyuubi said, lying in front of the iron fence. After saying this, he closed his eyes. "Stop talking." Hiro shrugged. "I'm not like the Sage of Six Paths. The guy with the horns on his head is too ugly." When Kyuubi heard this, his huge body was shocked, and he almost laughed at Hiro's words. "Okay, I'm leaving." Hiro also knew that it was time to leave, and immediately quit this space. Kyuubi also closed his eyes and stopped speaking. Hiro and Kyuubi finished the exchange, and suddenly recovered, but in the real world, only a moment has passed. Kyuubi's chakra was sealed and absorbed by the first Hokage's necklace. Third Hokage and others were completely relieved. Afterward, a female medical ninja was in place and quickly put Kushina aside to treat her for the burns. Immediately afterward, Third Hokage walked in front of Hiro, and said, "Hiro, this time is thanks to you, if it is not for you, I am afraid that the village will suffer." This time, if Kyuubi ran away, It was more serious than before, even third Hokage was a little scared. It's what I should do, Hiro said. The third Hokage shook his head. You have done a great job for Konoha, thanks to you. The ninjas beside them also nodded secretly, showing a look of admiration. At this time, Tsunade, Danza, and others also arrived. Danza, Tsunade, and others all came together. Tsunade's expression changed when she saw Hiro was also standing here. Then look at the original necklace and not far Kushina, who was burned and unconscious, immediately realized what had happened. Kushina. Tsunade first gave a look of gratitude to Hiro, then she instantly went to Kushina's side to treat her. Hiro was a little surprised by Tsunade's behavior. She seemed to be particularly concerned about Kushina. Oh yes, Kushina and Uzumaki Mito should be close relatives, and Uzumaki Mito is Tsunade's grandmother. The two are indeed very close. Hiro reacted. He saw Kushina was treated by Tsunade, and with the chakra of the Uzumaki clan, Kushina must have no big problem. As for Danza, behind him are two root ninjas was standing. Danza looked at Hiro and said faintly, Hiro, it seems that you used Mokuton to restrain Kyuubi's rampage. Thank you for your contribution to the village. The old fox Danza, Hiro looked speechless, as if the contradiction that he had taken the initiative to find Hiro a few days ago did not exist. On the surface, Danza and Hiro are still harmonious. But Hiro knew the terrible thing about Danza. Danza won't get close to anyone if he doesn't need something from them. Hiro knew Danza's character well, so he didn't relax his guard at all. Danza is probably still not reconciled. It seems that he has been looking for something recently to make him exhausted. Hiro secretly said in his heart he has a complete and thorough plan. Hiro, Danza, and Orochimaru waited for about 10 minutes. They saw that the unconscious Kushina finally woke up. After Kushina woke up, everyone was relieved. After all, it was the strength of the village's people, and it was also one of the most important combat capabilities. The third Hokage said with a relieved voice, Kushina, take a good rest. Hiro has taken care of this matter. His Mokuton can help you suppress the Kyuubi in your body. I know. Kushina still looked a little weak, and then thanked Hiro in front of him. Hiro, thank you. You're welcome. Hiro has no ill feelings towards Kushina either. Kushina was supported by Tsunade, and Tsunade nodded gently to Hiro. This time you did a good job. Hiro smiled and said nothing. Everyone also began to clean up the mess and gradually dispersed. Konoha's crisis alert was also lifted. They got the news that Hiro had suppressed Kyuubi's rampage. Many people in the village expressed their gratitude to Hiro. They all came out of the shelter, and they were all extremely grateful to Hiro. If it weren't for Hiro, the consequences would be unimaginable. Hiro and third Hokage came out from the back mountain and calmed the villagers together, but the third Hokage was fascinating. He was drawing Hiro, and at this time he did not forget to say two good words to Hiro. Hiro made a great contribution to Konoha. His Mokuton suppressed Kyuubi's rampage, so don't worry. At least hundreds of villagers gathered below. These villagers were still a little panicked at this time, including some ordinary ninjas. It's Hiro. Thanks to Hiro, he saved us. It should be called Hiro-sama. He is now the captain of Anbu. It's Konoha's genius. The voices of praise came, and the voices continued. Everyone was extremely happy and deeply moved. Because Hiro rescued them, it brought them a great sense of security, so they were extremely grateful to Hiro. Hiro also knew that his reputation in Konoha would surely rise to a peak this time. This kid and Sarutobi stand together completely. Danza saw this scene, his mind kept flashing. Hiro's current reputation is indeed rising. On the surface, Konoha's reputation seems to be of little use, but in fact, it is not. As one of the 5 major villages, Konoha's most people are civilians, so most ninjas will be born from these villages. These civilian ninjas are Konoha's cornerstone. The higher Hiro's reputation, the more they admired him. Such as Danza and Third Hokage, one is in the dark, and the other in light. This is one of the reasons why Danza can't fight the Third Hokage. So the role of prestige is still quite large. Hiro also maintained his demeanor and nodded towards the civilians, making these civilians very grateful to Hiro. Hiro smiled and said, "Don't worry, when the Kyuubi run wild in the future, I will come out to help the first time." Great, peace of mind now, there is the legendary Mokuton. Yes. As expected of Hiro-sama so handsome. Hiro shrugged, actually only he has it. With his comfort this time, Kyuubi will stay in Kushina's body steadily. He won't riot again. This is also the best. Hiro was in the crowd and saw Kuinai, Rin, and others. Noting that Hiro was highly admired, Kuinai raised her snow-white chin, her slender gooseneck was exposed, and she was a little proud. The little girl's eyes showed clear love. Let Hiro look into her eyes. Hiro beckoned and met with Kuinai, Rin, Guy, and others. Rin was full of emotion. "Hiro, you are amazing, now you are a hero in the village, I can hear everyone talking about you when I walk in the streets and alleys." Hiro has a very big prestige now, which has been continuously increasing since participating in the Third Ninja War. It has finally reached a peak. Hiro has created a legend. He rose from weak ninja to powerful ninja when he was less than 9 years old. This prestige, even the original Konoha White Fang, Sanin, and Minato couldn't do it. Even Rin praised Hiro, causing Obito on the side wants to eat the flying vinegar. Obito on the side snorted a little unconvinced. "Hiro, I will be more popular than you because of my handsome face and my glory as an Uchiha clan. One day, I will engrave my face on the Hokage rock." Hiro shrugged. He thought Obito is getting more and more serious, but fortunately, I am not in the same era as Naruto and Sasuke, otherwise, it will feel like Sasuke's full pretenses. Just thinking about it, makes his head hurts. I said, "Can you pull up the zipper of your pants before telling a big story?" Hiro pointed to a place on the lower body of Obito. Obito stunned for a moment, only then realized that his zipper wasn't closed. Puff! There was a burst of laughter from everyone, and even Kakashi, who was always cold, couldn't help but smile. Obito looked embarrassed and glared at Hiro. "Today the village is turned into a disaster, let's have dinner," Guy suggested very passionately. "What to eat?" Hiro didn't care. Kei said of course it is to eat barbecue. I have to exercise when I'm full. I still have to do 2,000 push-ups, 2,000 squats, and 2,000 handstand walks today. Guy is motivated. Full of power. Although Hiro asked himself to practice very hard, he still admired him when he heard Guy's words. For those who work hard, Hiro maintains respect. I want to open the 4th door as soon as possible, and strive to perform on the battlefield. Guy is full of confidence. Guy, Kakashi, Obito, Rin, and others have all been notified of going to the battlefield, and they should be going to the battlefield soon. Hiro had just returned from the battlefield, so he won't go anytime soon. The group of people went to the barbecue restaurant, ordered a large table of barbecue, served on a charcoal fire, and ate comfortably. And the female owner of the barbecue restaurant, first because Hiro saved the entire Konoha, and second because of Hiro's charm value, she simply waived the order and attracted the excitement of the friends. Very good, it's free, it's great. Everyone was excited. After eating barbecue, eating, and drinking, Guy and Kakashi have an appointment battle. Hiro and others naturally watched. Hiro also wanted to learn from the super powerful Taijutsu 8 gates. Hiro's weakest aspect among the three aspects of ninjutsu, illusion, and taijutsu. Of course, this is only relative. Hiro watched the battle between Guy and Kakashi. Kakashi had an endless variety of ninjutsu, but from the beginning to the end, Guy only used taijutsu against him. Guy's taijutsu was undoubtedly very strong. He showed amazing combat power, even Hiro looked at him with admiration. Konoha Tornado. Gate of Opening, open. Gate of Healing, open. Gate of Life, open. Hearing this series of moves, Hiro also saw 8 gates for the first time. The power of the first 3 doors, Kai who opened the 3 doors, indeed has good combat effectiveness. Sure enough, he is a genius taijutsu ninja. Hiro was slightly emotional, who said that Guy's talent was not good. He is indeed a genius for practicing physical skills. For a while, even Kakashi felt difficult to parry, but Kakashi was not weak, he tried his best to resist it, and seized a chance to win against Kai. After watching the battle for a while, Hiro shrugged, he was also a little inspired. I can only learn from it. My ninjutsu is mainly based on Fly Thunder God and Mokuton. After I open Mangekyou Sharingan, there are not many opportunities for close hand-to-hand combat. Hiro knows that the most suitable way is the best. Although 8 gates is strong, it has too many side effects and is not suitable for him. After watching the battle, Hiro went home. While walking, I saw 2 figures appearing in front of him. One of them, with long black hair, amber-colored elongated pupils, pale skin, with blue jade-shaped earrings, wearing a black ninja suit, looks gloomy, it is the Orochimaru. As for the one next to him, it was a 7 or 8-year-old girl with unique hair and eyes, she was curiously looking at Hiro, she is Anko Mitarashi. Orochimaru and Anko Mitarashi. Anko Mitarashi. Hiro's heart was surprised. At this time, Orochimaru and Danza should maintain a cooperative relationship. What does Orochimaru want from him? Hiro. Orochimaru's voice was hoarse and slightly gloomy. The two nodded to each other as they met. This is my new disciple, Anko Mitarashi. Orochimaru briefly introduced her to Hiro. Hiro nodded slightly, congratulations. Orochimaru looked at Anko Mitarashi and said, Anko, you go to the laboratory first, I have a few words with Hiro to say. Oh. Anko Mitarashi was curious, but still nodding obediently, she ran away. Hearing the words laboratory, Hiro's heart moved slightly. Orochimaru should indeed be studying various experiments. To a certain extent, Orochimaru and Tobirama are rare scientists in the ninja world. All kinds of research. Only Orochimaru and Hiro remained in place. Orochimaru said, "Can I take a step to speak?" His voice was hoarse. Hiro nodded, he was not afraid of Orochimaru. When the two walked to a secluded corner, Orochimaru vigilantly arranged the next small-scale enchantment ninjutsu. Hiro shrugged and said, "It's so mysterious." Orochimaru smiled and said faintly, "I let other people take you. Hiro, I now regret that I didn't compete with Tsunade and let you be my disciple." Oh. Overrated. I see Anko Mitarashi is also very good, very suitable as a disciple. Hiro said. She is indeed good, but compared to you, I don't want to be ambiguous. This time, I want to cooperate with you, Orochimaru said with scorching eyes. Orochimaru took the initiative to find Hiro to cooperate. Hiro was surprised, maybe he can get some benefits. That's it guys, hope you like the video. Make sure you like, share and subscribe the channel. And also tell me your recommendation in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.